Some people go missing in the dead of night, others in the middle of the day, some while walking home, some while simply waiting. It's easy to think it could never happen to you, until you realize how many of these stories start exactly that way, with a normal routine. These are not just cases. These are lives, frozen in time, surrounded by questions, families with no answers, police reports that lead nowhere, rumors, theories, footage, but no resolution. These 4 people vanished, not just from the physical world, but from logic itself. No trace, no closure, just a cold trail and silence. Welcome to A Night Type. Brandon Swanson. It was May 14th, 2008, and he just finished his last day of class. He decided to celebrate quietly with friends before making the drive back to his family's home in Marshall, Minnesota. Around 1:30 in the morning, Brandon accidentally drove his car into a ditch on a rural gravel road. Not panicked, just frustrated, he called his parents to come help him. The call lasted 47 minutes. Over that time, Brandon calmly explained where he thought he was, that he could see lights in the distance, likely a nearby town, and that he'd start walking toward them while they tried to find him. His dad drove through the dark countryside while Brandon stayed on the phone. His voice never suggested fear. It was just a quiet conversation. He kept saying, "I'm walking toward the lights. I'll meet you there." Then, out of nowhere, Brandon said, "Oh shit," and the line went dead. His parents immediately tried to call back. No answer, no voicemail, just silence. When police arrived, they found Brandon's car, but he wasn't anywhere near where he thought he was. He was actually 25 miles from the location he described. Tracking dogs followed his scent down a gravel road, through fields, and then it just stopped. Like he vanished mid-step. No blood. No belongings. No sign of a fall or struggle. His phone was never recovered. The search extended for miles, with helicopters, dogs, volunteers, and turned up nothing. Theories include he fell into a hidden well or waterway. He was abducted by someone lurking in the rural darkness. Or something we can't explain. His mother later said, "One minute, you're talking to your son. The next minute, he's gone. And you don't even know where to look." Brandon's case inspired Brandon's Law, requiring immediate police response when an adult goes missing under suspicious conditions. But Brandon himself has never been found. That case took place in the quiet, flat Midwest. This next one leads us into snowy mountain roads, and a young woman who vanished after crashing her car, never to be seen again. February the 9th, 2004. 21-year-old Maura Murray abruptly left her dorm at UMass Amherst. She emailed her professors that she'd be gone due to a family emergency, though none existed. She withdrew cash from an ATM, bought a small amount of alcohol, and packed up her car with clothes and a stuffed animal. That's all. She drove 4 hours north into New Hampshire, alone in the cold. No one knows exactly why. At 7:27 p.m., she lost control of the car and crashed into a snowbank on Route 112 in a remote area. A passing bus driver asked if she needed help. Maura said no, that she'd already called for roadside assistance, but phone records show she never made any such call. By the time police arrived, just a few minutes later, Maura was gone. Completely gone. Her belongings, including the alcohol, a school book, and that stuffed animal were still in the car. The driver's side door was locked. There were no footprints leading into the woods, no blood, no signs of injury. The only thing left behind was confusion. People have speculated. Did she run away to start a new life? Was she picked up by a stranger or someone she knew? Did she suffer a mental health episode and wander into the woods? Some believe she staged the accident to disappear. Others are certain it was foul play. Her father, Fred Murray, has spent nearly 2 decades searching for her. He said in an interview, "I won't rest until she's found. Dead or alive, I need to know what happened to my daughter." Despite extensive media coverage, podcasts, billboards, and even TV documentaries, there's never been a confirmed sighting of Maura Murray since that cold night. Lars Mittank was a 28-year-old man from Germany, vacationing in Bulgaria with friends in 2014. The trip was uneventful, until the last day. Lars got into a minor altercation with a group of men over a soccer team argument. He suffered a ruptured eardrum and was advised by a doctor not to fly. His friends flew home. Lars stayed behind, alone, at a cheap hotel near the airport. That's when things got strange. He began texting his mom frantically, saying, "I'm being followed. They're trying to kill me." He left the hotel around 1 a.m., reportedly hiding in an elevator and pacing the lobby. Staff said he seemed terrified. He took a taxi to the airport the next morning. Security footage shows Lars entering the terminal calmly, wearing a yellow shirt and jeans. But a few minutes later, he's seen sprinting, full speed, out of the airport, leaving his bags behind. He runs across a field, over a fence, and into the woods. He was never seen again. Despite massive attention, that airport footage has been viewed millions of times. No clues have ever surfaced. His family continues to search. Was it a psychotic break caused by his injury, or medication, or was someone really after him? What happened to Lars remains one of the most unsettling modern disappearances ever caught on video. Some vanish in forests, some on snowy roads. But what about a place you know by heart? Just blocks from home. June 13th, 2001. Omaha, Nebraska. 19-year-old Jason Jolkowski was getting ready for a normal day at work. His car was in the shop, so he arranged for a coworker to pick him up at nearby Benson High School, just 8 blocks from his house. He called his job at 10:45 a.m. to confirm. Around 11:15, he left the house. He never arrived. His parents were home at the time and didn't hear or see anything strange. Jason wasn't carrying a backpack or phone. He didn't take any money. There was nothing to suggest he intended to run away. And yet, he disappeared in broad daylight. Searches turned up nothing. No traffic cameras. No neighbors saw anything. No evidence was ever found. His mother, Kelly, described it as a complete erasure, like her son was wiped from reality between 2 familiar locations. In the years that followed, the case led to the creation of Jason's Law, designed to improve missing adult response protocols in Nebraska. Jason's case has almost no theories. Just a gaping hole where answers should be. Brandon, Maura, Lars, Jason, all young, all full of life, all just gone, and all in situations that should have been simple. A walk, a drive, a trip, A phone call. But whatever happened to them wasn't simple at all. There's something deeply unsettling about people disappearing under normal circumstances, because it means it could happen to anyone, at any time, for any reason, or maybe for no reason at all. If you found this video haunting, subscribe to Night Type for more, because stories like this, they don't disappear. We just stop looking.